Hello and welcome. We are back in Running Train, and today I would like to achieve an A. What does that mean? Well, every time you drive, you get points and points taken away for your behavior on the track and for your accuracy, smoothness of driving, all that stuff. And then at the end, you get a mark. A, B, C, D, I believe, is how it works. Getting an A is extremely difficult. So I will try to achieve this today. I've only managed to do this twice so far, and I've driven quite a lot. And if you're interested, I'm gonna talk you through a few more things that I've learned since releasing my tutorial and a few more details I've noticed. Also, I guess the honeymoon period is over a little bit. A few things I think could be improved on the game. Okay, I'll see you once we're on the track. All right, here's our train. Lights on, doors are already open. Let's go into the outside view. I've taken a 4-car train, which makes it a little bit more difficult with the stopping. So loading is completed. The doors will be shutting any moment now. Here we go. And then we go reverse to forward. Release the brakes and off we go. In the tutorial, I told you that in order to get rid of the ATS sound, the chimes, you have to be on the brakes. This is obviously correct, but what I didn't know at the time, you can't just brake a little bit. You actually have to be on the brakes quite a lot. This is why sometimes when you apply the brakes, it doesn't stop chiming. Oh, no. We're already screwing up here. Speeding is a super bad thing here to do. Here we are, new speed limit of 80 and 0.7 kilometers to the next station. So let's put our foot down because the timetables here are super tight. Yeah, so the game has been great. I've been playing for quite some hours now. I still enjoy it immensely. I've played around with some of the graphics settings, and to this day I haven't had a single stutter or lag or anything like this. So the way I see it, it's really well done, really well optimized, and I can't say this often enough, made by just one single person, which makes it all the more incredible. Have I noticed things now that are not so good? Yes, it's early access, so we need to be a little bit careful here. Then we just concentrate on the stopping. We need to be within 5 meters. Okay, we're 6 minutes late and we stopped 0.14 meters behind the spot, so I'll take that. We're back to 98%, so we are still in A territory. Speeding, big no-no, don't do that. Okay, doors should be closing. Here we are. The door indicator goes green. We release the brakes. Do not release the brakes before, otherwise you get a minus for not securing the train whilst the doors are open. Line speed is 80 and the next stop is in 0.6 kilometers. Good. Okay, so yeah. A few things, they're small, and like I said, this is early access. I don't know how many of these things are going to be changed or fixed. The performance is of course incredible of the game, and no question about it. I think this is because some of the texture sizes are actually quite low for a modern game. Now, for objects in the distance, there's no problem with that, but if you have objects in the train station, sometimes even, you can see some blurry textures. Maybe that could be improved where textures that are close by near the track could have a higher texture resolution, and the ones further away stick to the blurry textures that they have. It's tiny. You need to go up to some objects and look at them very closely. But yeah, if you do that, it is noticeable. Let me just concentrate. 20 meters. 98765, and let's come to a stop, nice and smooth. 10 seconds late, 0.7 meters, that's good. Yeah, so that's the first one. Second one, I feel like there could be a bit more traffic on the tracks. I mean, there are other trains running around. If you be on the main line here, we just have a single track, so we're not going to see much in terms of traffic. But if you're on the main line, you drive sometimes for half an hour with the high-speed trains from one end to the other, and you only get to see 2, maybe 3 other trains. And I mean, I've been in Japan several times. I've taken the train many times. Train lines there are very busy, even in rural areas. So I would expect to see more trains running around. I don't know if this is a performance thing or something that is just not implemented yet, but personally I would like to see a little bit more train traffic. Okay, let's see, we have a speed limit coming up of 30, so let's slow down. And there's the next station already. Yeah, these warnings about the next speed limit, they come very late. But I've been told that in Japan, in the real world, there are no warnings whatsoever. So it's not like in Europe, where you have indications of what the next speed limit will be. You just have to know the route you're on. So yeah, maybe that's why the warnings are quite late. So again, let's see if we can get a nice stop here. Okay, approaching 10 meters. Alright, 7 seconds late, 1.2 meters, I'll take it. So yeah, that's one thing maybe, but I mean, you have this thing here, and this changes for every route you do with the correct times, with the correct train, the correct number of carriages, and you can see here on the right hand side you actually have all the speed limits. So you could argue you actually have a full map here that will tell you exactly when to slow down. It's just that it's in Japanese and I don't speak or read Japanese, but yeah, you could do it with this. Right, brakes released and off we go. Score at the moment at 95, looks good, but believe me, it doesn't mean anything. Here I have to be careful, speed limit is 20. Here we are. And later on there's a bit of a tricky bit where I always struggle. So here we're climbing uphill, you can see plus 16 promille. 17, so we need to give a little bit of power, but be careful not to go above 20, and here we go. 60 is the new speed limit, 0.7 kilometers. I'll give full power now because we're going uphill, so we don't fall too far behind. Yeah, I can see the train accelerates very slowly uphill. Now I have to be careful because now we're going downhill. So let's go to idle. And here we are, 0.3. Let's slowly start braking. I find if you get into the station with a long train at around 30 kilometers per hour, that works pretty well around that mark. So here we are, beginning of the platform 30, we just keep slowing down. And now you just have to play around a bit with the brakes to get it just right. So we're a bit early, 14, 10, now let's bring it to a stop. And here we are, we're 6 seconds late, 1.6 meters away from the stopping point. Again, I'll take it. So yeah, those are the two main things for me at the moment. Some blurry textures near the track and maybe a little bit more traffic. That would be nice. Oh, departure time is already here. Brakes released and off we go. But like I said, it's early access. Maybe there'll be more stuff coming further down the line. I've also tried the repaint editor. I made my own repaint for one of the trains, which worked really well. It's not perfect. I have done some 3D modeling myself, including UV unwrapping. So the textures are not to scale, which is a bit unusual. Usually, if you work in texture editing software, you can see exactly what this would look like on the train. In this game, that's not the case, which would make it probably very difficult to create some repaints that are more complicated with intricate stuff. Maybe that's also something that could be improved. Right, need to be careful here. We're going downhill and we only have 300 meters left. Oh no, we're not gonna make this one, are we? I've been talking too much. Let's see. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Yeah, this train has really good brakes. It's perfect for this route. I would always recommend to take this train on this route. So we're coming in nice and easy. And we're within 5 meters. And stop. 12 seconds late, 2 meters away from the stopping point. Okay, the game seems happy with that. With 2 more stops, if we keep this up, we get our A, I hope. Anything else I've noticed? I have to say the rest, like I said, I mean, there are no passengers yet, so this is at the moment a game for the introvert train driver who wants to be on his own. I said this in my review. Implementing passengers here is gonna be very difficult. As you can see, this is ultra realistic in terms of graphics, and so the passengers need to match that, and that's gonna be really difficult, and also gonna be difficult on performance, I think. Right, we need to be careful. We are now entering the final stop, which is this big main station. So the first we have a signal here that slows us down to 45. So let's be careful. Can go a little bit faster. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, right at the end, we need to slow down to 20. So let's see. So yeah, nice. Yeah, here 25. And there's no warning, which is super annoying. Let's hit the brakes. Ah, that was really bad. That was really bad. And we're down to 84. Oh no, that means we're gonna lose the A for sure. So yes, you have to obviously acknowledge, you have to be on the brakes, you have to slow down. It doesn't tell you that there's the speed limit of 25, I always forget that. Yeah, we're down to 84. Maybe we can recover it with this stop now, if we do it nice and easy and precise. Let's have a look. No, 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 no. No. I really screwed this up, haven't I? Okay, here we go. 37 seconds late. Yeah, that's not gonna be good enough. Oh, no. What do we have now? 84%. I don't think that's an A. That's gonna be a B. Okay. And here we go. Driving quality 88%, stopping 83, punctuality 94, that's really good, but it was the safety, it was the speed limit at the end that killed us, and I wasn't quick enough with reacting to the chime. So a B. Well, it is what it is. You can see here the stopping accuracy is actually pretty good. I've gotten really good at this. We time-wise, we are very good, and the accuracy is also not too bad. Here, 203 centimeters was the worst. So for me, that's actually quite good. Well, it is what it is. I tried. So I just wanted to, give a bit of an update on the game, take you on a drive, give you my thoughts so far. Now that the honeymoon period is over, because initially I was completely smitten by the graphics, which I think most people are, but it's still an amazing game and an amazing achievement. I really hope lots of people buy this, so that the person behind this is carrying on with this and giving us everything he said he would, which would turn this into an absolutely amazing platform. Okay, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, all the best. Bye-bye.